So Bitcoin is sitting at 91,900 and it went up to 93,265. Now the support that we had yesterday for Bitcoin was $80,000, and that meant something just because of the fact that yesterday when I made the video, I told you that there is a mini resistance at $90,000, and we did see what happened. It went to $90,000 and then it dropped. It dropped and it went down almost towards 86,100. So let's call it 85, so it's easy to remember. Of course, this was, if we look at just the bodies of the candles, this was the neckline. If we rely on the the neckline, the wicks of the candles, then it would have been 85K being the neckline, and Bitcoin didn't break this area. If it had broken it, this was a double top and it would have turned into a horrible case scenario, because we would have bled another $5,000. I think I've yesterday covered this point as well, that now the corrections would not be $3,000, they would be $5,000. If I haven't covered, then maybe I'm mixing my paid Telegram group with the videos, but I think I did cover it. The crashes or the dips, they will be $15,000 instead of 10, and the small corrections, which is very normal, that Bitcoin goes up and then it corrects, they are going to be $5,000. And I think I did mention that with the example of 2020, that in 2020 the corrections were around, the smaller corrections were around $1,000 and the big ones used to be $5,000. So Bitcoin, as it grows, it is going to continuously grow with this overall correction amounts. It's not that it is growing, it's actually percentage game. So 3% of $100,000 is $3,000, but a 10% of $100,000 is $10,000. But if you take 3% of a $50,000, that would not be 3,000, it will be 1,500. So it depends where you're sitting. So Bitcoin will be crashing by 3%. It's not a crash, will be correcting and dipping by 3%, but the movement will be 1,500 when it is closer to $50,000. But if it is closer to $100,000, then it's going to be $3,000. I'm not comparing it to a 5,000 correction, I'm just giving you 3% as an example. So you need to understand that why the moves are becoming bigger. They're not becoming bigger, it's just that the moves are in percentage and they are not in dollar value. So in dollar value, you need to adjust the dollar value accordingly. So yesterday when it dropped from $90,000, $5,000 correction was almost up to 85. Of course, it stopped at 86. It didn't go all the way down towards 85. And afterwards, of course, it pumped all the way up. It took it only 3 hours to go up. And this is the thing about it. So each candle is 1 hour, that the market doesn't give you time to sit and think and contemplate that you're going to participate in it. When the market corrects and you don't participate, the market leaves you and it goes up. That is exactly what happened in the month of August as well, and in the other months when everyone started screaming for $40,000. Market didn't care and we never went back to the lower prices again. Now the situation for Bitcoin is very simple. It has turned the mini resistance into support. So it is a mini support. If Bitcoin wants to stay super bullish and it wants to go to $100,000 from here, it needs to start living above $90,000. It's as simple as that. If it is not able to stay above $90,000, then we are going to rely back on our $80,000 support. The reason for it is simple. It has gone up to 93,200 and something, and 80,000 is $13,000 down. So if it is going to take one bigger correction, $80,000 would make all forms of sense. I cannot offer anything smaller than that. I can actually offer $85,000 an area, but I think if Bitcoin decides to bleed from here and it loses 90, will it stop at 85? I don't think so. I think it would like to go and test 80K as well. It will be a bit of a stretch, and it really depends how it do it. If Bitcoin goes down slowly, that will be dramatically awesome for altcoins. But if Bitcoin drops dramatically, like it did yesterday, it was not dramatic, to be fair. Even yesterday's bleed was slow. Still, Bitcoin altcoins couldn't hold on, which is sad. But if Bitcoin goes down slowly and is not dramatic, like yesterday, it was a very smooth kill. Each candle is 1 hour, so it was bleeding, but it was not dramatic. It didn't go down in 3 candles. Like it went up in 3 candles, it didn't go down in 3 candles. So it was not dramatic at all. It was really good, but still, if it goes down dramatically, the altcoins are going to bleed badly. And when I say bleed badly, if Bitcoin goes to 80, your altcoins are going to bleed by 30% at least. So be on the lookout for that. Apart from that, there is nothing else to add to Bitcoin. I cannot offer any better supports. I'm offering you 90K as the first support, which is very close. If it loses that, then I will be back to the $80,000 support story, just because of the fact that I cannot rely on 85 now, considering it has moved really up. If it hadn't moved really up, I would have offered 85K. Now the 85K is going to become a questionable area for me, because if it now breaks 90K and starts its journey towards 85, it goes there, is going to create a triple top. And that is going to be a bit scary. And I would assume that it is going to break that and go towards 80K. Look, all this stuff is bullish. We are not even, what do you call it? We are not in a bearish market whatsoever. We are in a bullish market. This is November. November is called Moonvember, and you can see it in Bitcoin. Why it's called Moonvember is just that I need to share everything that you should know. And by the time you watch this video, I think today we have CPI information that will have an impact on the market as well. I don't know what kind of information is going to come out in CPI. I didn't look at it. I didn't care about it because it's Moonvember. In Moonvember, the external news is they don't have dramatic impact. They do correct you, but they don't crash you. Anyway, that's Bitcoin for you. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions, or I have touched on a topic and you expect me to explain a bit more, I'll try my best to explain that to you in the comments. Leave a comment. And I'm not going to tell you to like and subscribe, because if you're not interacting with the video, or if you're not subscribed, you're not going to see all the 10 videos that I make every day. You're going to miss out on it. And I think you are educated enough to understand what to subscribe and what not to, because if you want to miss out on it, then why not? It's for your own good, and you should know better what is good for you.